Welcome to Flat Earth Debate Live. I'm your host, Nathan Oakley, and if you are new to this channel, or you've not done so already, then be sure to subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, and join button if you'd like to become a Nathan Oakley 1980 channel member and keep up to date with the Flat Earth Debate. If you would like to support the channel, there is a super chat that runs alongside each of these shows while they are live. There's also a PayPal, Patreon, and crypto link in the info box below the video. Most importantly, if you'd like to join the discussion, simply mute the page you are currently watching, then click the link in the info box below this video to join the panel and express your views on the nature of Earth. If you do join, please don't swear. If you do, you'll be ejected, and if you are, please don't try to rejoin the stream using sock accounts. You'll be warmly welcome back on the next stream. Please also share the show on social media. Sharing the show obviously increases the live audience, but this in turn increases the chances of a more diverse panel, so please share the show on Facebook and Twitter. One last time, if you're new to the channel or you've not done so already, then be sure to subscribe, hit the bell notification icon and join button to keep up to date with the Flat Earth Debate. Now we are joined by 10th Man, Elijah, Flatzoid, Neil, Paul, and a whole bunch of people in Discord. Oh, we got Chocolate saying as well. Welcome,
Good
one
morning.
and all.
Tumela.
Good morning, good morning.
From New York. Morning.
Good morning. Good morning, good morning.
Good morning, Chocolate. It's very loud, your chocolate, Mike. Any evidence of a physical geometric sphere edge horizon being rumpus by 10th and Chocolate? Let's try that again. And now Arwin's joining. Let's just get a few people into the hangout before I start housekeeping. Hello, Arwin.
Hello. Goedemorgen, Owen.
Morning. Right, let's try that one more time. Any evidence of a physical geometric... Who's got their mic wide open in G+? Arwin and 10th. Fourth time's a charm. Any evidence of a physical geometric sphere edge horizon formerly known as the curve of the Earth?
Not the 10th man's mic.
I thought the horizon isn't the curve.
Nobody claims the curvature of the Earth has anything to do with horizon.
It's on screen right now,
Chocolate. What do you mean by that, Nathan?
You can see it in the hangout now, Chocolate. This just wasn't as well timed when Tim Osman was actually on the show. But there it is for all to see. It's marked with an X, labelled horizon, and is a tangent point based on an assumption that the Earth has a spherical surface beneath your feet. Their horizon, you can see it here with the word horizon written next to it, is their claim of the physical obstruction tangent point that blocks things in the distance. That is very much their claim.
Can I ask you, Nathan, where did you get this graphic? Where did that come
Metabunk.
from?
Mick West's Metabunk. It's the same as any of them, though. It wouldn't matter which one you went to. GitHub, or what's the other one that's about? Walter Bislin. They're all the same.
Right, so you didn't create this. This is someone else's source describing what the horizon is, right?
Yeah, this is what was used for about 3 straight years to claim they could prove that we saw Earth curvature in imagery by way of a physically reified geometric sphere edge horizon, which they now tell us, and I quote Tim Osman, nobody claims the horizon is Earth curve. There it is on screen. Yeah, you do. It's absolutely a necessity for your globe Earth reification fallacy to assert that the horizon is Earth curve. It just isn't. It's a non-physical, non-tangible point that changes with weather. And the Black Swan has demonstrated that it is beyond the physical geometric capabilities of a sphere. We're not on a sphere. Earth is flat. Any evidence of axial rotation of the Earth-based variety?
What? But there's no proof of that. It's just spinning. You just have to think about it. And yeah, there's no things that actually happen because of that, of course, because everything moves in lockstep so that you can never see if anything is moving.
Well,
but you just got to accept that it's moving.
well, Owen, they can't claim lockstep if they claim the Atlas effect.
Or drift, Coriolis effect?
No, but there's no proof of any of that. Just look outside. It's all moving in lockstep. You just got to accept it's rotating and don't draw out all these motion-related effects and all that. Come on.
Well, no, their claim is that we have 15 degrees an hour drift. It's called Coriolis effect. It's a well-established part of the heliocentric rhetoric to claim that Earth turns underneath things not attached. They claim it's the cause of the sun rising and setting, Earth turning underneath That's Coriolis effect. They absolutely claim it. The fact that at trench level they'll put arguments, rendition of we wouldn't expect to see any drift, they're moving together. Well, yeah, you would. You'd expect to see 15 degrees now turn of the Earth as a Coriolis deviation, and that is precisely what the globe claims. It just doesn't happen, hence they come in here and tell us just how much it doesn't happen, and how we wouldn't expect to see it. That would be Coriolis drift, the thing they claim.
Nah, they just don't.
Hello, Nathan. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
I had a question regarding the pendulum.
Go ahead.
Wouldn't the pendulum precess at 15 degrees an hour only at the North Pole? I mean, if it's at the equator, wouldn't it be different?
No. Not according to Foucault's claim, no. You'd get a varying type of drift. The rate would change depending on your latitude according to them. But to be perfectly brutal, their claim is that it does drift. Regardless, we say it's nonsense, so we don't have to justify why and how. They do. But they can. I'm not going to go into the detail. It's not my claim. But yes, they absolutely claim that you'll have a varying rate depending on latitude. But that's not the point. Rate of what? Well, rate of the drift that we see. So the spin of the Earth, the claim, has a differing velocity depending on where you are. But the overall degrees per hour doesn't change. It's always 15 degrees. That's the rate that Earth's claimed to be turning. And the drift it induces is claimed to be shown by them in a Foucault pendulum. Now, beyond that, I don't care what it should or shouldn't do depending on its position to debunk it. I'd like to take it as read. Okay, you claim Earth turns under the pendulum at 15 degrees an hour. That is their claim. Therefore, Earth turns underneath at 15 degrees an hour. That's exactly what has just been stated. Well, if Earth turns underneath at 15 degrees an hour to cause Coriolis effect as we turn underneath, then helicopters, drones, hot air balloons, or anything else that leaves a claim to be spinning Earth would drift at 15 degrees an hour. This is exampled by people like Neil deGrasse Tyson when he says a football drifted because Earth turns underneath it from the stands as you observe it to score a field goal. Once the football has gone through the goal, once the goal's been made, he's tweeting out about how drift caused that. That would be Earth turning underneath precisely as per their claim. So while I appreciate that you want to hear, well, how is it that the pendulum might work differently? Because as far as I'm concerned, if it's going to swing around and around at 15 degrees an hour rate of drift, it's got to be at the North Pole. Well, feel free to argue that. But as I say, that's their claim. I'll take it as read. You say there's drift. Because there isn't. So who cares how they claim the pendulum or gyroscope or anything else for that matter works? Their claim is that we have 15 degrees an hour of Coriolis drift. So I'll hold them to that. Right, so 15 degrees an hour drift, we don't see it. I don't care if you say the pendulum demonstrates it. We'd see it in other things. It would be obvious.
I'm sorry. I completely agree. But I agree with regards to the gyroscope that would precess at 15 degrees an hour anywhere. However, the pendulum simply swings back and forth. So how in the hell are they claiming it will precess at 15 degrees an hour anywhere else but the North Pole? That was my question.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't precess is the first answer. No pendulum precesses. Their inherent motion is back and forth only. Now, the appearance of it drifting, it seeming to drift, is an effect induced by Earth's claim to be turning underneath it. So they're saying the reason it knocks over the dominoes isn't because pendulums spin. They don't. They swing back and forth. But it seems to be swinging round and round because Earth is claimed to turn underneath it. That's what they claim. So according to that pendulum, Earth's turning underneath stuff. Right, okay. Well, no, it isn't. Helicopters would fly away from you at 1,000 miles an hour on the equator. So would a drone. You'd launch it and it would drift away at 1,000 miles an hour on the equator. Well, that doesn't happen. So there is no drift. It's absurd. The drone filming Neil deGrasse Tyson's game would have Earth turning underneath it as it filmed what he claims is a ball drifting through the goal. Well, so would the drone as it filmed it, because the drone's not attached either. Or the blimp that's filming the game. That would drift. That would have to concern itself with the fact that Earth's turning underneath it at 15 degrees an hour, and it doesn't. Any evidence of the distance to the sun?
Well, hold on.
Oh, go
Hold
on,
on, Nathan, before you move on. Now you said 15 degrees an hour. He was talking about it would be only 15 degrees an hour at the equator, or I'm sorry, at the North Pole or whatever. There's a velocity, and then there's the degrees per hour. So it would still be 15 degrees an hour. I'm sorry, obviously begging the question here. The 15 degrees an hour would be the same at the equator as well as at the North Pole. No matter where you're at, it's 15 degrees an hour. But the velocity of the rotation at different so-called latitudes would be faster or slower, right?
Yeah,
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I did
Well,
cover that.
I was just saying the fact that the mechanics of how a pendulum works and how a gyroscope works, because a gyroscope it has the property of rigidity in space. So it would, in theory, if the Earth was spinning, show a 15 degree per hour anywhere. However, the mechanics of a pendulum are different from a gyroscope, whereby it's simply swinging back and forth, and it's claimed that the Earth is spinning underneath. So, to get a rotation on a pendulum, the Earth would have to be spinning. I mean, you'd have to be at the North Pole to get that effect, wouldn't you? I could be wrong. I'm just
right or wrong. It's an interesting entryway into how the argument should flow. So if you want to have this discussion with a baller, the way it would work is you would query how the rate changes depending on latitude as Earth turns underneath, obviously reiterating that particular detail which is their specific claim, and then have the baller tell you how Earth turns underneath the pendulum at different rates and justify it. And then as soon as you've got them to explain it to you, and hopefully you'll understand based on their explanation, say, okay, so Earth is claimed to be turning underneath at 15 degrees an hour then, according to the pendulum and your justification for its different latitude positions and rates. Well, if Earth's turning underneath a pendulum at 15 degrees an hour, then it's turning underneath helicopters, aeroplanes, hot air balloons, drones, footballs, snipers' bullets, and we do not see that effect. So it's always useful to have a little bit of a apprehension about how their claim works, so long as you bear in mind that you need to tie them down to their actual claim. Because typically, they'll say, oh no, nothing's drifting, there's no deviation at all, they're moving together. Well, that would fly in the face of their claim that the Coriolis effect is demonstrated by a pendulum, regardless of how they claim it's being proven, or how wrong it is. The claim is 15 degrees an hour drift. Tie them down on that, and then hold them to it, and give them a million examples of how we don't see it. Nothing's drifting away from us. And watch how they very quickly say, we wouldn't expect to see drift, given that they've just detailed how pendulum drifts, and why, and where, and how it drifts with Earth moving underneath it, only to later deny it because we don't observe it.
It's almost that same okie doke that they do with the gas pressure, right? We ask about how do we have gas pressure, and they'll talk about, oh, we have gas pressure gradients. Like, well, you need the gas pressure first, right, for the gradients. So it's the same thing they do with the Coriolis. Some of them, they'll take you to, oh, well, this is supposed to be deviating this way, and because of this latitude or whatever. And it's like, well, you have to prove that there's actually any drift anyway before we talk about which way things are supposed to be deviating. So it's just non sequitur. It's ridiculous.
Well, do we see airplanes having to increase speed or decrease speed when flying different rates of Earth?
Nope.
And according to them, you have to do this to have the Coriolis or the Athos effect.
Any more on
The
Coriolis
funniest
effect?
thing is they'll avoid it at all costs with the airplanes, but something that's attached to the to the non-inertial reference frame, like the pendulum, that shows deviation. I mean, it's so ridiculous.
Well, they throw reference frames away because they know if they have to argue for reference frames, they have to try and prove it.
Shout out to Alexander for the super chat. Yeah, thumbs up. Thank you very much. Any evidence of the distance to the sun? Hello? Any evidence of the distance to the sun?
Ballers.
Hello?
No evidence for that.
No one want to claim
Where is
Kepler?
the sun?
No, at the moment, I'll do an Arwin. I can't see it's behind clouds. Therefore, no distance. As we spoke about it earlier, any evidence that you can have gas pressure without a container?
Impossible.
No, because to order to have your volume, you need containment.
Right, can't have volume without a container.
That would debunk the definition of gas pressure.
What, their claim that we have a sky vacuum and their justification for why the gas isn't filling it would violate a second law of thermodynamics.
Well, if you could have gas pressure without a container, that would debunk the definition of gas pressure, being that it's the force that it's exerted by the gas that pushes on the walls of its container. So that if you could show that, that would mean that definition means nothing.
On Commander Small, feel free.
You said the gas pressure is it bumping off the container. It's any other surface. It doesn't matter if it's a container or not.
Can you show us that?
And I've got something to say about that once he does.
So like if a fan or something blows on your face,
It's a differential. That's a gas pressure differential. Where'd you get the gas pressure
but
in the first place?
But is it a gas pressure?
The gas pressure differential. So you had gas pressure, then you turned a fan on. There's already existing gas pressure before you turned the fan on. Mate, I'm replying to you. Why are you talking through me? You've been on in this conversation for about 10 seconds. I'm replying. That means shut up.
You need to be getting angry.
It means you're talking through me while I'm replying. Yeah, I'm getting angry. If you keep doing it, I'll start shouting at you. Don't talk through me. Simple. While I reply, listen. You have created a gas pressure differential in existing gas pressure that was already there before you turned the fan on. So there was already gas pressure. Where did you get that from without a container?
I never said, there had to be a container. It's not, again, you've still got gas pressure if you turn a fan on. You've still got pressure, still got a force applied on a certain area. But it's not bouncing off the walls. If it's container in that situation, it's bouncing off the or any other surface.
Oh, really?
So
the pre-existing gas isn't bouncing off the walls of a container. Can you show us that, please? Sorry, mate. Again, I am talking. Yeah, shut up. I heard you reiterate your point. I'm going to remove you if you can't be tolerable. I'm going to try again and reply to you with the same exact thing I've already said, which is to say...
It's incorrect. What you're saying is incorrect.
Bye-bye. Get lost. You're a dick. Don't talk through me. It's just that simple, right? I'm trying to explain that you already had gas pressure before you introduced your fan. It was already there. And according to you, it doesn't need containment. And I'm asking, can you show that? That would be the pre-existing gas pressure without a container. Not a pre-existing gas pressure that you create a differential in. Do you understand?
Yeah, I do understand that, but that wasn't my point, was it?
No, it was my point. You can't have gas pressure without a container, and you said you can. If I take pre-existing gas pressure and introduce a fan, then I've got a gas pressure without a container. No, you've got a gas pressure differential created in existing gas pressure, and we want to see that without containment.
You interrupted me, Nathan.
I'll do what I like. This is my show. Do you understand? Yeah, I'll interrupt you whenever I damn well please. You, on the other hand, will do as you're damn well told, or you'll get out.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. I'm in charge, dickhead. Yeah, I'll talk through you and point out for the third time that you've got pre-existing gas pressure in your example, and I'd like to see that gas pressure without containment. Can you do that?
It said there doesn't have to be containment, but
Yeah, there does have to be containment. It's the definition of gas pressure. A hand wave dismissal's not going to cut it, mate. Just saying, no, you don't need it. That's not a demonstration of gas pressure without a container.
Okay, can I just ask what your position is on the definition of gas pressure? What is it?
The force it exerts on the walls of its container.
Or any other surface. I think that's what...
Oh, sorry, do you want to cite that? Citation, please.
Yeah, go on. Okay, I'll put it in there.
Excellent.
I'm sorry, can I intervene here?
I just want Commander Small to give us a citation based on his claim that he's just made.
I think what Smith is trying to say is like blowing on your hand, you know?
I know what he's trying to say, Flat Earth Egypt. I'm trying to talk to him. Thank you. Flat Earth Egypt, thank you. Thank you.
Sorry, Nathan, when you're done with him, can I ask him a question?
I'm not done with him.
No, I said when you're done with him.
So, citation, please.
You're not done with me. Would you? I'm just getting the citation.
So where's the citation from? Where are you getting it from?
What I'm trying to say is that it's going to dissipate instantly. That
Don't reassert your claim. God, my God. Sorry, Flat Earth Egypt. I'm trying to talk to somebody else. It's the second time. So where's your citation coming from?
Getting now.
Citation, where's it coming from?
Just getting it now, Nathan.
Yeah, no, I didn't ask that. Where is it coming Where is it coming from?
Are you talking about the definition, or are you talking about...
The citation that you just said you were going to get. Third time. Where's it coming from?
I haven't got it yet, have I?
So you're telling me you've just made that up then? You're going to now, after the fact, after making up this nonsense, go away and look for it? What an outrage. So Paul has got a definition of gas pressure on screen. And yet you haven't, but you're telling us all about gas pressure and how it behaves. Yeah, dickhead. You don't have a citation. You've just made that up.
No, I've not made that up. No.
So you've got a citation, or you need to go and look it up?
No, I'm just going to try and find that citation.
Try and find? So you haven't got. So you're not citing it, you've made it up.
Exists. Just because I don't have it doesn't mean it...
Yeah, it means you haven't got it. That's exactly what it means. It means you've made it up. That's what it means, you stupid idiot.
I mean, Nathan, stop shouting. You...
I will do what I like. You have made up some crap that flies in the face of the definition of what gas pressure actually is. That is on screen for my audience. When asked for you to cite the crap you made up, you said I'll have to go and look for it. So you've made it up.
Right, do you want it yet?
Sorry, mutter, mutter, mumble, mumble. You just made it up.
I didn't make it up, did I?
Oh, really? Where's it coming from then? Where's this cited source? Who was it that said this originally? Who wrote it down? Where's it published? Have you got that information? Or do you need to go and look it up? You bunch of bullshitting idiots. All you are is a bunch of bullshitting wankers. All you can do is make crap up to try and get around what we define, which is on screen, I might add, from Paul. Thank you very much, Paul. Yeah, you have to make up crap to get around the fact that you've got a fundy belief in a sky vacuum. All you can do is make up crap.
Okay, hang on.
Where's the citation? Go and get it, you dick!
Please.
Don't laugh! You've just made up a load of crap and caused me to get very angry. I've had to point out that your definition, which you made up, stands in violation of the definition on screen and any definition of what gas pressure is. You've made it up. That's an outrage, you pretender clown dick.
It's any other surface.
What, are you just going to repeat your bullshit claim that you made up without citation? No, mate. You stop making stuff up on my show.
I'm not making stuff up.
Oh, right. So it's cited from...
I get it now. Give me a second.
So it's cited from where?
I get it now.
No, you haven't got it. Getting it, future tense, means you haven't got it. You pathetic little twat. You don't have a citation. You just made it up, and you're going to go and attempt to back up the crap you made up after the fact.
No, I have it somewhere. Just give me a second.
Oh, you have it? Where is it from?
Just give me a second.
No, where's it from? Last chance and I'm going to kick you out.
Let me just find it, Nathan.
Go and find it. No, you can fuck off. Get out of my show. You haven't got it. You've made it up. That's the definition of making shit up. Saying I've got a citation, I'll go and get it. I'll go and look for it. And then not being able to tell me where it came from in the first place. Yeah, that's just lying. Sick of it. Lying scumbag fundy zealot believers in a globe who come in and just make up crap because they've got a fundy belief in a sky vacuum that stands in direct violation of the definition of what gas pressure actually is. That would be the force it exerts on the walls of its container. Not any surface. No, because it would expand in all directions to fill the availability of volume it had. Not any surface. That's just crap that some ball-believing fundy made up. Feel free, Paul.
I was going to say my source is from chemistry, elmhurst.edu. So it's a school website. I'm not sure if it's a college or university or a high school or something, but it's probably from a reputable institution.
Can you read out your highlighted line, please?
Okay, hang on a second. Of course, everybody's screaming in the background. Pressure is the force exerted by the substance per unit area on another surface. The pressure of gas is the force that the gas exerts on the walls of the container. And it gives an example. When you blow an air balloon into an air balloon or into a balloon, the balloon expands because the pressure of air molecules is greater than the inside of the balloon than the outside. Pressure is a property that determines the duration of which mass flows. I'm not sure about. I should probably do that. The last one, I'm not sure about, but there you go.
Thank you. It makes it very specifically clear. The force exerted on the walls of the container, example, balloon. A container. Not one surface of a balloon. You can't blow on one side of a balloon and expect gas pressure to form. What about if I put a fan next to one side of a balloon? I cut a balloon right down the centre, so I've got one side of it. If I blow it with a balloon, will it maintain gas pressure? No! It will expand to fill the volume. And if the balloon hasn't got a volume to fill, it's not going to fill it. Not one surface required, containment required. The only problem with that is that you fundies who believe you're on a globe have got a sky vacuum. You call it outer space. A space for the gas to fill. And fill it must. It's called entropy. The fact that we're not having gas expand into the vacuum of the sky simply proves beyond all certitude that we don't have a vacuum of the sky. Space is fake. There is no sky vacuum.
Sorry, what is volume?
In this instance, the area of the containment for the gas.
So to have a volume of something, you need containment.
Yeah. To have gas pressure filling it.
So they have volume of gas pressure, so obviously they have containment.
Without the container, there can be no pressure. Any more on gas pressure? Thank you, Paul.
Oh, I got one more thing before you move on. Sorry, I had to step away for just a quick second. Remember, we talked about this yesterday, there's also a function of time. So yes, you may have, if I blow something, you might have pressure for just a few seconds, but over time, that pressure will dissipate unless something is holding it, right? It's a function of time as well. Don't forget that.
Sure.
Can I comment on that last caller?
Feel free.
He came in saying on the question about can you have gas pressure without containment? He said yes. You said please show it. He said turn on the fan. He said where'd you get the gas in the first place? That's a differential you're talking about. That's about it, right? As a summary?
Good summary.
Okay, so here's the problem with the baller. He walks into a room that has air. And you ask him, how did the air get there and why is it at 14.7? He says, here, I'll show you. Let me turn on the fan. Can't they see how stupid this is?
Yeah, very stupid.
Amazing.
And upon defeat, all they can do is reassert the same claim 6 more times through you while you demolish it. Very irritating. Any evidence of the R value? Earth radius.
Black Swan, no way.
Mage. Hey Nathan, hey everybody.
Hey, Brian.
What's up, Brian?
Not really.
Hey.
Right. Hey, lads.
What is this radius you speak of?
The Arbinon here.
Any evidence of a self-perpetuating molten iron core at the centre of said presupposed spherical Earth?
No evidence on the presupposition of what a globe is. Since we don't live on a globe, it doesn't matter.
Why do they always have to presuppose something to be able to make something?
Because they don't have any evidence of it in physicality, so an assumption is all they can do. Any scientific evidence of gravity?
No scientific evidence.
No positive hypothesis.
What's gravity again? Don't they have to define it first?
According to Einsteinian gravity, it's the uneven distribution of mass causing the bending of space-time.
Can they show us bending time?
Time's just a concept. The reification into it bending is just nonsense. You can't travel through it, you can't bend it, you can't stand on it. Time's just a concept.
Did that with one of my coworkers yesterday. Asked him, is space physical? He said, no. I said, is time physical? He said, no. So then how can space-time bend? He just looked at me. He's like, well, that's ridiculous. I said, yeah, I know. That's what the current mainstream nonsense of gravity is. So every time you tell me gravity, that's what you're telling me. He just walked away from me.
How dare you? How dare
time-
you know more than him about his ball belief?
Basically, yep. It's like the 6th time he's walked away from me. It's great.
And if time can cause something, it causes everything, because everything exists in that time concept. So I don't know if I came out right. That was not eloquent enough, I don't think.
I thought Chocolate had a good one. It's the 6th time he walked away from time.
Yeah.
I picture Chocolate sat on like a little podium with like both his legs crossed in on each other.
Hold on.
I'll talk to you when you finish.
We got half a background
So
conversation going.
you're saying it's the 6th time he got bent out of shape?
Yeah. Pretty much.
Elijah, that was awesome.
We move on from gravity? More for any more?
Whatever that is, sure.
Any single viable hypothesis from any of the fields of astronomy, cosmology, or astrophysics?
Nah.
Yo.
Hey, Nathan.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know I got unmuted. I was actually talking to myself. Yo, good to see you guys.
Very good to have
What up,
you.
Nate?
What's up, brother? Nice to see you, Nathan.
Hello.
What haven't we had? Any single viable hypothesis from any of the fields of astronomy, cosmology, or astrophysics? Have we had that?
Yeah, you just did that. And no.
I think that's it. Have we covered all the housekeeping questions?
I can tell you what we haven't had. Any
What?
evidence for a globe whatsoever.
Is this globe you speak of?
It's a space monkey ball dangling in a space.
Mamma mia.
Hold on. Go ahead, Redman. Redman? I think you're breaking up. You want to drop and rejoin, Redman? You're breaking up. Do you feel like I've missed a housekeeping question? No, I haven't, have I? I've covered them all.
You done molten iron core?
Yeah, I did the molten iron core. I've done them all.
Did that.
How are you, Adam?
Yeah, not bad, guys. Sorry, I've been sitting listening to that short attack, but yeah. Are you sure?
Sure of what?
Molten iron core? I thought that was the...
I could just hear you mumbling away about molten iron cores. Am I sure there's not...
I thought it this, but either way, no evidence.
Well, isn't that nice? I'll kick this commander guy out and he's come back in. What do you want, Commander? I've already kicked you out once.
I found the citation.
Go ahead. Let's post it in the live stream. Someone will pick it up.
I was just if you were going to calculate gas pressure, how would you do it, Nathan? How would you do it?
Sorry, do you want to just give us a citation that you said you'd got?
No, I want to know how you would calculate.
Right, then I'll kick you out again. You've got one last chance to give us your citation, then I'll kick you out. Last chance. Last chance.
Fine, I will tell you my citation.
Chance.
I will tell you my citation. Here we go. All right. Gas pressure or any pressure.
Where's the citation from? Post it. Are you dumb? Are you thick?
You're asking me for a citation.
Yes, so post it in live stream so we can read it with you and check you're not just making it up on the spot. We need to see where it's come from. We need it posted so we can read it. See if you're actually reading off the citation or just making it up as you go along again.
There you go. I've just posted it.
Thank you. Wait for a second. Can somebody in Google pick up the citation? Just give us a minute.
Put it in.
Yeah.
I'll put it in live stream.
Thank you.
Can you read for me what that says when it's saying calculating?
Just give us a second. Can someone in Google pick up the citation for us, please? Any volunteers?
I put it in Master B.
I'll do it.
Master B.
I'll read it out for you.
No, you don't get it, do you? You're deaf.
Relax, homie.
Relax. What I'm trying to explain to you is, given the fact that you've just made up a load of crap and then said you've had to go out and look for it, we don't trust you and want to read it as you read it.
This is from NASA. This is you like NASA, don't you?
Yeah, we've seen the NASA one.
So what does the NASA one say? You must know what it's
no.
Okay.
So this is a source. It's not a.
Just read the top. Just read the top off.
And I already see problems with it.
No, it's okay. Let's just give him what he wants. So I'll just read this little bit below this diagram here. It says pressure force perpendicular. Why are you talking through me?
Because you're fighting.
Why are you talking through me?
Because you're citing the wrong thing.
Sorry, I've just put on screen what you presented.
No, that's not what I presented at all.
So you just said you had a citation from NASA. We've got it. And now you're telling me I'm not reading the right bit. That's why we like to have them on screen. No. I'm not being allowed to read out the citation you've finally given us. Yeah, I will. I'll read this specific bit here that says pressure force acts perpendicular to enclosing surfaces.
Okay.
Okay! So you need a container then? Something with enclosing surfaces then?
No.
Yeah! It's on your citation, you stupid boy!
Yeah, no, but
yeah, it's on your citation, you stupid boy!
No, listen.
Yeah! It's there on screen for the audience. Pressure force acts perpendicular to enclosing surfaces.
Nathan.
Yeah, you say my name, you fundy bitch. This citation backs us.
Listen.
No.
It's literally the first thing you see. And
it's massive. It's on screen for my audience.
Of a fucking container.
That means
I've read this.
Are you all right?
I've been reading through this whole thing. The whole thing anyway stipulates containment. You cannot have pressure without containment from top to bottom.
That says pressure is a force.
Why are you talking?
As a diagram.
That's it. That's literally my citation.
Yeah, and your citation makes it absolutely explicitly clear that containment's required. You stupid idiot.
No, my
we're asking you, how do you have gas pressure without a container, and you give us something that's got a container in it,
all you need is a force applied on a certain area. That's it.
Dude, can you hear me? You realize your source here has a container in it, depicted right there, like top of the page.
Yes. So,
right. Do you understand how that backs us and not you?
Does that mean you need a physical container?
Well, it's on the citation you gave us. You tell us it's on your citation. Yeah, you do need a container. It's the necessary antecedent. Hence, it's in their example, mate.
You have to let me finish, Nathan.
Can I ask
Yeah,
him
so
a
can you
question?
find on that citation where it says that you have to have a container in order for gas pressure to exist?
Yeah, there's a great big picture of it with a detailed, highlighted black wording that specifically says enclosed surfaces on it, with a picture, with pressure written on it. It couldn't be any more bloody clear.
Where does it say you have to have...
Oh, sorry, so it must say you must have this next to the picture of what you must have in their example. It's got to specifically say, you're wrong, I'm right, has it? It's your citation. You tell us.
Yes, I know it is, and you're getting it wrong, Nathan.
Oh, I'm getting it wrong, am I? I'll read it again for this dick that doesn't understand English. Pressure acts perpendicular to enclosing surfaces. Am I misinterpreting that?
No, what are you misinterpreting?
No, I'm not misinterpreting. I'm not missing anything. Gas pressure requires containment. As per our citation, and as I said to you, any citation that details gas pressure, this one definitely doesn't say it's only pressing on one surface.
Nathan, can you let me speak?
Can you suck on my balls?
The reason...
Can you suck on my balls, please? Can you do that for me?
You can let me speak?
Can you suck on my balls?
No, not really.
All right, no, you can't speak. No, you've just given us a citation that you were hesitant to actually post for us to look at. And what do you know? It's NASA with a massive picture of a containment. And the boldest, blackest type on the screen says pressure acts perpendicular to enclosing surfaces. So it's pretty clear what this citation's telling us. It's got a picture of a container.
Listen, I don't care. It doesn't matter.
Oh, laugh it up. You don't care?
Realize...
So can I ask him a question?
You just debunked yourself, guy. Do you understand that?
That's why I'm laughing, because it's so...
But, buddy,
big for you, isn't it?
buddy, you're laughing and it just makes you look silly. Do you realize you debunked yourself with this citation? Not even a citation, it's a source. But
no, my point... Citation specifically, or my evidence, or the claim that you don't need a physical...
Yeah, but your evidence is clearly
container.
debunked with your diagram of a container with the words underneath it saying pressure force acts as perpendicular to enclosing surfaces. That would mean container. You literally got a diagram of a container in your reference trying to show us how you can have gas pressure without a container.
In that citation at all that I gave from NASA.
No worries.
Does it say anywhere... hang on. Does it say anywhere in that diagram that there has to be a physical container for gas pressure to exist? That's all I want to know.
Yes, it does. Can I respond to it? Hello? Can I respond?
Yeah, you can, yeah. It's nice when you let other people respond, isn't it, Nathan?
Random motion frequently collide with each other and with the walls of any...
And with the wall.
Why are you talking through me? You've just asked me, does it specifically say it needs a container? I'm reading it out and you're talking through me. I'll try again. It's nice when I get to talk without some fundy wanker interrupting me constantly when I'm answering his question that debunks his own assertion. Yeah, it does say container. Are you going to let me read it, or are you going to fundy mute your own citation being read out?
I'll tell you what.
No, you won't tell me anything. I'll read what it says. Collide with each other and with the walls of any container.
Okay, so what you've read me there, Nathan...
is that it needs a container. That's what I've just read you. Does it have anything specific that says it needs a container? Yes, it does. I've just read it out, debunking you again.
What you read there? I'll read. You know what? I'll read out what you just read because I've.
No, I've just read it, mate. And it specifically says that they collide with each other and the walls of any container.
And you're missing that and part.
Yeah, so and not or the walls of a container. And do you not know what and means? It's an inclusive term.
Say anywhere that you.
It's an inclusive term, and mate. Not or the walls of a container. And inclusive, dickhead.
And.
Yeah, and. That's an inclusive term. Not or. Not either. And. That means including, you stupid boy.
No, you've just said it, Nathan. You've just said it.
What, that it needs a container? Yeah, I know I've just said it. I've said it multiple times. You've said the opposite, and you failed to prove that containment isn't required. Now that you have demanded that I prove things in your citation, you tell me where it specifically says a container is not required. Where does it say that?
That's your fucking claim, is
Don't swear at me. Only I swear here.
That's your claim.
My claim? What? That the sky is a vacuum? Violating second law of thermodynamics? Violating the definition of containment needed for gas pressure? That's not my claim. That's me debunking the sky vacuum, you idiot. Laugh it up, you fundy moron. Where in your citation does it say no container is needed for gas pressure? Where?
Nathan.
Don't spout my name at me. Where in your citation does it say no container is needed?
Nathan, can I...
Where in your citation does it say a container is not required?
It's not my claim.
Oh, is it not? You said you only need one surface to achieve gas pressure. That is your claim. The thing you made up?
My claim? No, my claim. My claim.
My claim. I'm a stuttering bitch. That's what your claim is. Don't say my claim. I've heard it. You said only one surface required. Now, I want to know on this citation where it specifically details no containment is required.
You got it a show. It's just a fucking YouTube.
Sorry, are you criticising the show? Now you're getting absolutely annihilated.
No, I'm not getting annihilated at all.
Yeah, you are. I've asked you 6 times. Where in your citation does it say no containment is required, only a single surface as you made up?
Never said it does.
Oh, you didn't? Now you're a liar. This is recorded and broadcast live.
Really?
Are you a lying piece of crap?
I'm not a liar, Nathan.
Oh, so you didn't say only one surface is required, no containment isn't needed. You didn't say that, you liar.
Listen.
Bro, you started talking as I cited the definition of gas pressure, and you tried to correct me and told me, does it require a container, only a surface? That's how you started this out. You're really going to end this with lying your face off? Really?
You said any evidence of gas pressure container.
Are you kidding?
And you said, no, that's impossible. I said, not really, because pressure is just a force applied in a certain area. So
No, it's not. It's a force on the walls of a container. Do you need me to read your own citation again?
Nathan, I didn't even master
how do you calculate
where he's trying
Why
to
is he
state
asking
that
me?
it states containment.
Sorry, Flatside, please. So, where in your citation does it say no containment required?
Yeah, you might, Nathan. Shut up.
Did you just tell me to shut up? Where in your citation does it say no containment required?
That's your claim.
My claim? What, that no containment's required to have a sky vacuum? That's my claim, is it? No, you stupid boy. That's your globe head claim that we've got outer space a sky vacuum without containment. That's your claim. Not mine, you stupid boy.
No, it is your claim, Nathan.
Oh, really? I claim sky vacuum without containment, do I? No. That's very much a globe claim that we debunk. By definition, gas pressure requires containment.
All right, please let me speak. Okay, your claim is that you can't have gas pressure without a container.
Yeah, and as per your citation, that's absolutely the case, unless you can show otherwise. Where in your citation does it say, no containers needed?
Fine. Now I'm asking you to...
Don't ask me anything. Show me in your citation where it says, a container is not required.
If you were to find me that citation...
It's your citation, your claim, you've presented it, now you can show me where it says no container needed.
No, that's your claim.
Oh, I claim we can have gas pressure without a container because we've got a sky vacuum, do I? No! Just because you've been annihilated doesn't suddenly mean that the incorrect assertion made here is mine. It's not. It's your globehead claim of space for gas to fill without it filling it. That would be your outer space sky vacuum. Your claim!
My position isn't about... My
Bro, you
position
sound like you're
isn't
spiraling.
about
You
that.
might want to calm down.
Yeah, calm down.
Breath.
The thing that you continuously say at the start
Calm
of the
down.
your
Calm down.
little
Brother.
channel
Calm down.
Thingy, all you say is that you can't have gas pressure without a container.
And that's correct. You can't have gas pressure without a container. Even NASA says so. Even when people think that we're wrong and go and get us citations, they give us citations that prove us right, and then tell us that the incorrect claim they made 10 minutes earlier is actually our claim!
No!
No, it's not. That's right, you stupid little boy. It's your claim of a sky vacuum out of space, which is fake. Because without the container, there can be no pressure.
Nathan, are you... Listen, you want...
Are you... Nathan, listen, as I stutter and fail to actually make a point because my citation debunked what I said.
I've not stuttered.
I'm not stuttering. Yeah, you fucking are. You're stuttering like a little bitch who's being annihilated with his own citation. That's what's happening, mate. You are being annihilated. And all you can do is try and feebly reverse the burden of proof like this is my claim. It isn't.
No. Your claim is that you have to have
you are
a
drowning
container
here.
for gas pressure
The
to
only
exist.
thing, dude, the only thing that could salvage you right now is if somewhere in this citation you can show us where it says gas pressure can be had without a container.
No,
but numerous places in your own citation.
But even then, it's just empty words. Could you demonstrate the citation? No, you
Yes,
couldn't.
yes, you could.
So
yes.
you don't have the citation,
Yes,
and you can't demonstrate it.
Yeah, you
so,
could.
Yeah, dude,
Yes, you
shut
could.
up. You're
Yes,
interrupting
yes.
everyone. We can tell you're a triggered, melting loser.
No,
Shut
it's
up.
not what's happening
Okay?
at all.
Let other people talk, and then we'll let you talk. That's how
I've been
conversation
interrupted this
works.
whole conversation, or I could hardly call it a conversation. Never mind.
Yeah, and you're not stammering, and you're not stuttering. Yeah, okay, buddy.
Shouting at people. and then
Please
muting
shut
them.
up. You're trying to be...
Go fuck
Someone's
yourself.
trying to address you, and you're just constantly talking.
Yeah, take a breath, man. Relax. Because you're drowning here. It's just making it worse.
Well, I've done
Cooked turkey,
demonstrations
bro.
for you.
Using a vat of oil.
So, to summarise what has just happened, this guy lied and claimed that you can have gas pressure without a container. Then he said he had a citation which he didn't provide, and when he provided it, it admirably showed that containment is required. It even details the container. So he's debunked his own claim. He hasn't cited something that backs his nonsense that you don't need containment. He definitely won't be citing it. Even if he could, he wouldn't be demonstrating it because it's a violation of natural law.
Bingo.
I think I'm going to put this in my file of citations that have been given to us by ballers that debunk their own claims. I got like a whole folder now.
Oh, actually, can I ask a detailed question since it's his citation? On the left, the diagram says opposing force mass equals m. Got B1, B2. If that gas particle collides and accelerates away from that one side, how does it maintain pressure?
Doesn't.
I think he left. But that's why I was trying to get him to ask him what is volume. If you would answer what's volume, you'd clearly see you need containment. His own equations need volume.
I don't think he was prepared to really answer anything. He was spiraling.
He was sucked into a black hole.
Yeah, fundy arseholes. All they do is constantly interrupt anything that you try and rebut them with. Constant interruption is all they have.
Nathan, I got a picture in Master B about his claim.
It's actually on screen anyway. Adam's got it up already.
No, this is me.
Oh, I see. Oh, yes, I see. You've added something to it. Yes, you've added a fan inside it. Very good.
That's hilarious.
that was his example initially.
I've been laughing the whole time, man. What a clown.
These people get on my last nerve.
I'm partly to blame here. I'm the one who provided him with the link to that source, that NASA link.
Shut up.
You bastard. You dropped him right in it, in other words. Are you on the Globe side? Whoever said that? Who gave him that link? Flat Earth Egypt.
No, I'm a flat earther all the way from Egypt.
And you gave him that citation to back his claim.
So,
you bugger.
So you validated that he was lying.
Yeah, he was lying.
And that these guys don't read their citations once they post them. Because if he had read that, he'd been like, wait a minute, this doesn't back my claim. I might want to use something else. But nope.
No, it's just so tempting. As soon as you see the NASA badge, well, they're going to back me, aren't they? They're NASA. No, they're not.
Yeah. Whoopsie.
No, shockingly, NASA don't stand in violation of natural law other than the bullshit they put on TV. Other than the pictures from their claimed ISS or from their journeys to the moon. Yeah, they can't defy the nature of gas. That's very well established. Yeah, they can bullshit on TV, but so can Superman. And that's all they're doing.
I would have thought that the depiction of a container with gas pressure in it, with the word pressure in it, would have been a strong giveaway, but I don't know.
No, you see, all he read was force and area.
Exactly.
Nathan, I got a perfect title for your segment when you put this out. NASA fanboy.
NASA fanboy. Very good.
That's good. That is good.
Keep reading.
Wow.
Keep reading.
Keep reading.
Yeah, okay. Below the bit I had highlighted. It's too small for me to read.
Yes, read the whole thing.
I'll try it at this distance. The molecule possesses the physical properties of mass, momentum, and energy. The momentum of a single molecule is the product of its mass and velocity, where the kinetic energy of its own half the mass times the square of the velocity, and the gas... I can't read it, it's too small. Molecules collide with the walls of the container. Right.
And it wasn't a citation, he provided you a reference.
Yeah, Chocolate pointed that out as well. And the gas molecules collide with the walls of a container. Of a container. So there's got to be a container then.
He thought the word "and" helped him out.
Oh, brother.
Maybe he mistook that for "or." Oh man, this is where we are in 2020, huh?
There like 4 to 5 or 6 times.
Not trying to change the subject. You guys see SpaceX blow their own rocket up yesterday?
Oh yeah, that was hilarious.
Yep.
Oh, and the audio is the best part. Is all the globe heads, they don't even react. The audio is it's all fake. We all know that. But the audio, they just keep clapping and everyone's all happy the thing just blew up. You're like, what? Doesn't make any sense. If you listen to it, just pay attention. People are still clapping. Right?
They're like, yeah.
Like way after. It's really weird. Like, yeah, they would be happy. They just throwing their money in freaking fire and flames.
Was it not nominal?
Yes, it was expected.
No, that's good. Yeah, that was the plan. So that's why everyone's happy. Everything went according to plan.
So, out of interest, are they actually like NASA in the 80s, launching things that are potentially just scale models and things of that nature, or is it all just CGI? I don't actually watch any of this crap anymore. I don't even have a TV, so I don't really know what you're talking about. Well, I've got a vague idea from other stuff they've done that I have seen, but are they still actually physically launching a firework? And the firework blew up before they had a chance to cut to the CGI in the claimed sky vacuum.
No, the whole explosion looks CGI too, so I think that it was no rocket involved. The audio's fake, the rocket was fake, the explosion was fake. People are just buying it.
That's kind of what I'm asking, because it reminds me of one of the if not the first video I made. I can't remember if it was the first video, but one of the very first videos I made was a shot of, I don't know if it's STS-24 or something like that. There's the shuttle, and it's on the ground, and for about a second, tops, they had a transitional shot between the inside of the spaceship and the outside on the pad, but they had a fence running down and they had people close enough that on my nice enormous 8-foot screen I could literally run a ruler up it and go, well, this is the scale that this seems to be presenting itself with. Now they claim it's something like 150 foot tall. By my very rough estimations, it's probably about 40 feet tall, based on the size of the people in the mid-ground compared to the size of the thing in the distance, and a little fence that runs the full length all the way up to the shuttle. Well, based on that, I would conclude that what they actually send up is either a third or half-scale model. But you're saying now they don't even do that, it's just all CGI.
If you look at the rocket, the flame coming out the bottom turns green at the last second while they're trying to direct the engine, and then it doesn't even start smoking immediately. It starts smoking a few seconds after, so nothing's matching up, in my opinion. And then when the explosion happens, the horizon near the explosion gets like real fuzzy and black and weird. Just a lot of weird things going on with that video.
Yeah, like right before it explodes, like there's like this, well, as it's exploding, there's this ill cut. I don't know, I don't know if it's in certain footages or whatever, but there's this ridiculous cut to it, like a different angle that happens at the explosion. It's like, what the hell is that? Like, and it doesn't even look like the same rocket when they do that. Like, it's so weird.
So Nathan Thompson, are you saying that when this thing blew up, they acted as if it actually took off and clapped and cheered?
Yeah, they clapped and cheered all the way.
Well, it was
it's exploding for 10 or 15 seconds, and everyone's still clapping and happy. And you would think everyone's reaction would totally go from excited, yeah, we're about to land, to, oh my God, what did we just see? That just blew up.
And then not only that, aren't they supposedly landing these rockets already? So why are they gonna fail on this one?
Hang on. So Nathan, is it safe to say these people are out to lunch?
Out to lunch.
So, just for, I can't remember who it was. Was it Albraculia? Did you ask that?
Boricua.
Yeah, Boricua.
Just to expand on Albraculia on what he just said.
Albacore tuna.
Albacore tuna. Basically, they've allegedly travelled through a fake medium sky vacuum to land on the moon multiple times without issue. Yeah, just made it up there, landed without problem, having tested the equipment on the ground without any success, having Neil Armstrong having to eject out of what was the Lemon test before it went to the moon. But then when it got to the moon, landed without issue multiple times. Yet Musk is allegedly trying to land. Where's he going and landing?
Right back here.
Oh, he's landing on Earth. Oh, wow. And he's managing to fuck that up as well.
In 2020, yes.
Nathan, I have to correct you.
Yeah, I mean,
they did have problems. It was Apollo 13.
Again?
They're supposedly landing these others, Falcon 9 rockets like 3 or 4 times, well, at least the last few months, right? But they're going to have an issue with this one?
So 25% failure rate when landing on Earth. Wow, that's amazing.
It's iron fault. They're all too Falcon heavy.
Crazy. When it's coming down, it looks like it's just like a balloon, just some kind of aerostat balloon coming down slowly. It was just weird.
Does anybody know why he's testing these rockets? What's the purpose? What are they going to do with them?
This
to
one,
maintain the
according to them,
mystique of
is the one that
space.
Mars.
No, this is my
Isn't he
favorite part.
big
The
on trying to
globeheads
go
are
to
going to go to
Mars,
Mars and live in a dome.
Live in a dome on Mars?
They're trying to use it for recycling to fuel the ships to make it quicker to go to Mars.
So the overall objective is Mars from Musk?
Yes, yes.
For what? For what reason?
To fulfill his prophecy by von Braun, isn't it? That the Elon becomes the supreme ruler of Mars in the future.
So you're saying because Werner von Braun described having an Elon as the overlord of Mars, he's essentially fulfilling a German prophecy?
I mean,
or maybe it's just a really big
Adam.
social distancing competition.
It's social
Adam,
distancing.
Makes sense to me.
Nah,
Musk.
This precedes social distancing, so I'm pretty sure they were developing these rockets before they needed to get away from everyone.
But Nathan, I don't know if you've seen the Change 5. I don't know if I spoke about the Change 5 video here.
No, feel free.
If anything looks CGI, holy shit. This is like, the boss of the Shane kind of thing. Let me see if I can find it.
Then we're going to link. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at this. Someone got a link to it that can post to Master B.
You posting it, Boricua?
Yeah,
I'm
looking for it right now.
When it comes.
You can post it at Master B. I'll stick it before I round out the live show and ask everyone to stay tuned for the after show. Slight long drawn out
Adam,
pause while we wait.
Can Adam tell us what the problem was again?
I'm lost. Ate it.
What?
What problem was?
You said it was way too fucking heavy.
Yeah. Did it? Yeah.
You missed the fun.
Way too fucking heavy.
You're a bit quiet, Adam.
Sorry, I'm away from my mic.
Are we going to get a clip, or shall I round out the show and just do it in the after show? It'd be nice to do it in the live show.
I put it in the live stream. Calculate if you grab that.
Give me a second.
So, Adam, are you saying SpaceX is giving us the bird?
Oh, yes.
Like, we're going to get this in time.
Nathan, is there gas pressure in the middle of a room?
Yeah.
Ah, no container. You moron. There you are. You've just been exposed.
Remove the container, by the way.
You utter moron.
We started off with
so we
that,
just
Rumpus?
established that in the middle of a room where there's no container, there is gas pressure. So
Wait, you're in a room.
Do a whole line of
Excellent,
argument.
Rumpus.
Well done, Nathan. You're a moron.
Are you ever going to let us
Rumpus,
reply?
would the room have walls?
Sorry, can I reply?
So what? No, the came.
So I can't reply. It's just a baseless generalization, fallacy, nonsense, spew, and then don't let anybody reply, right? Where'd you get the gas pressure in the first place?
That's not the point, though. And that's
No, it's not the point. My point is irrelevant. Your point is me being a moron. So where'd you get the gas pressure from in the first place? Not relevant.
to deal with that question, but it's another question.
Yeah, it is another question for you. Where'd you get the gas pressure from in the first place?
Where's
the gas pressure come from in the first place?
That's another question.
That's right, it's another question. This is called a debate. You ask a question, I answered, I gave you a yes. You then proceeded to call me a moron. Then I asked you a question, and you said it's irrelevant. It's not irrelevant. It's you getting annihilated, like always. And every time you do, you tell us the question's not relevant.
Moron.
Yeah, now it's the string of ad homs. So we're not going to get an answer to my question. Where'd you get the gas pressure from in the first place? If the sky was a vacuum, the gas we're all breathing would fill the space.
Kid yourself, Nathan.
Oh, kidding myself? No, it's called the second law of thermodynamics. You'd think you'd be aware of it.
So you want to deflect onto another issue because you...
What, the second law of thermodynamics is another issue when we're talking specifically about entropy and gas pressure? No, it's not another issue. It's the same issue. If the sky was a vacuum, the gas we breathe would fill the space. And it's an issue you say is a non-relevant issue when we're talking about gas. So it's okay to call me a moron, that's perfectly fine. But when it comes to me asking where you get the gas pressure from in the first place, not relevant. No, it is relevant. You just don't have an answer, do you?
And you don't. You're so cognitively dissonant. You don't.
That's another ad hom. Where'd you get the gas pressure from in the first place, Rumpus?
Another subject. Because
Not another subject. We're talking about gas pressure. You think it's another subject? Are you stupid? Do you not know that me asking where you get gas pressure from in the first place is the same subject? You're a moron.
Happy to discuss it. But
go on then. Where'd you get the gas pressure from in the first place?
Understand you've contradicted yourself.
I haven't contradicted you. I've asked you a question. You've said it's a question. You've acknowledged it's a question. You've told me it's not relevant, even though it's specifically about gas pressure. So I'd like to know from the coward who's losing where he got the gas pressure from in the first place. My question, given that I've answered your question. Are you going to answer it, you utter coward?
Come from. So, you come on, answer my question first.
I did. I said, yeah, you do have a gas pressure in the room. Where did it come from in the first place? Where'd it come from?
That's another question.
Yeah, that's right. A question you're not answering. So every time you ask me something, shall I just say that's another question and ignore you? You expect answers, and I expect answers. Where'd you get the gas pressure from in the first place, Rumpus?
Stop deflecting from the...
It's not deflecting! It's about gas pressure, you clown! You think me asking a specific question about where we get the gas pressure from, given that you've got an expanding vacuum, a space for it to fill, you think that's irrelevant? No, it's not irrelevant, it's pertinent.
In the middle of a room...
Oh, we're back to your question, are we, that I've already answered? My question is where'd you get the gas pressure from in the first place, and you don't seem to have an answer.
Where did you answer that? I missed the answer. Carry on.
Where'd you get gas pressure from in the first place?
No, that's not the answer to my question.
That's not an answer to my question.
I can answer your question, but let's...
Go on then. Where'd you get gas pressure from in the first place?
So we need to establish that you're wrong about...
Oh, do we? You just could do with answering this question, because there's a whole load of fundy zealots that think the sky is a vacuum, and I'm asking where you get gas pressure from in the first place, given that you've got a sky vacuum, and you don't seem to be answering. I know why he's not answering, ladies and gentlemen, because he can't answer, so he's got to tell us how non-relevant the question is, right, Rumpus?
So articulate that phrase first, that you're wrong, and you admit you're wrong.
Yeah, all you can do is tell me I'm wrong. I'm asking a question. It's not that I'm wrong. Questions aren't right or wrong. They just require answers you're not giving.
You gave me the wrong answer.
I didn't answer. I asked. Where'd you get the gas pressure from in the first place?
Yeah, I asked a question.
Oh, so now back onto your question to avoid mine? What a coward. So, to summarise, Rumpus cannot answer this question. So if anyone wants to have Rumpus over a barrel, just ask him where you get gas pressure from in the first place, and he'll tell you it's not relevant when talking about pressure.
That you're wrong.
Oh, wrong about my question you haven't answered? So my question's wrong. How can a question that hasn't been answered be wrong? The question can't be wrong. You don't understand how the English language works, you complete moron.
We need you to come to terms with the fact you contradict yourself. So once...
Oh, really? My contradiction is a question, Rumpus. Where did you get the gas pressure from in the first place? That's not a contradiction, it's a question.
I know, you see, you're dodging. We can all see...
Dodging? I'm dodging? No, you're projecting, mate. Projecting your failure to answer my question about where you get the gas pressure from in the first place. And you say I'm dodging and deflecting. That's the 10th time I've asked you.
You need a container, do you, Nathan?
Oh, yeah, you do need a container. Would you like a source? Here's NASA. There's NASA. As the gas molecules collide with the walls of a container.
You need for once in your life to admit that you're wrong and you've...
Get lost. All he's done is told me I'm wrong constantly. He said you don't need a container. I've given him NASA as a source. There it is. It's on screen for you, ladies and gentlemen. It's highlighted. It makes it absolutely and abundantly clear that the gas molecules collide with the walls of a container. So where'd you get the gas pressure from in the first place if you've got a sky vacuum? Answer, this isn't you answering my question. No, it's you dodging the fact that you've got a fundy belief in a sky vacuum, which is beyond doubt fake. You can't have gas pressure without a container. Even NASA makes that absolutely clear.
And then he projects how he can't change his beliefs, but he says you can't change your mind. It's like, well, that's why Nathan's a flat earther, is because he could change his mind. So please stop projecting. You're a gamma. You're a loser, dude.
With that, I'll say if you are watching this on either Nathan Oakley 1980 or Nathan Oakley Premiering streams, then stay tuned as there will be an after show to follow. Unfortunately, if you are watching this live, this is where we bid you farewell. A huge, massive, enormous thank you to all of you who smashed the super chat, liked, commented, shared, subscribed, and all that good stuff. Be sure to check out nathanoakley.com and the Flat Earth Debate Forum to keep up to date with the community debate. I've been Nathan Oakley, and I'll see you all in the next